All right, we are live. Man, a fantastic value in pro games. We got a la carte games coming in October that are likely going to raise expectations even further. It's a great month in October, following up another great month in September. Let's get into it.
Not sorry. Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. No, I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Oh, I'm not sorry.
What it up? What it up? What it up? This is a live version of the Stadia Dosage, where I normally do a pre-recorded video and upload it for y'all listening pleasure at 2:15. But today I decided, because I had so much stuff going on, and then we got hit with this news, I decided that I'm going to be live. I'm going to interact with you guys live, and I'm not going to be doing it for a long time because y'all know I can bloviate. But what's going on with the chat? We see the homie Stadia talk in the house. We got Stadia Krampus. We got Alakazam. You wasn't first today, Bucko. Oh, Alakazam, you was slipping, but that's all right. I'm still glad that you're here, man. Rav Gaming. We got the homie Zogic. We got Papple Penguin Gaming in the house. Good to see you again, my friend. And Keith McDermott, what's going on? Do me a huge favor. Hit that hunchback arrow below. Let everybody know that we're live so we can talk about these games today. All right. So as you can see, these are the phenomenal offerings for the pro games that are going to be available in September, I believe. So, but here's the thing though, y'all. It's not just about those. I want to show y'all something. This is a tweet that I sent out earlier today on the heels of this news, okay? I want to look at October in totality. We want to talk about, when you look at October in entirely, you got to look at these 6 new pro games, which are very good bargains as pro games, right? And we'll talk about those. We got Risk of Rain 2 and an exclusive content with the exclusive map. And that game is not to be slept on. We'll get into that. We got Crowd Play coming October 1st, hitting the day after tomorrow. We got Baldur's Gate early access early October. And then we got Sekiro later in October. And we don't know if that's it, y'all. There's still EA games, and we're trying to figure out when those are going to. You know how Stadia does. They like to stealth drop stuff. But with let's just say if nothing else was coming, this alone makes this a great month to follow up a great September, as far as I'm concerned. Especially for a platform, for where it's at, from where it's trying to go in its trajectory. All right. It's very important that I lay that out. Again, I know a lot of people are disappointed because they wanted this platform to rock with the big two, the PlayStation and the Xbox. I even got some bozos in my Twitter feeds. Oh, these are great AAA games. It's not about that. The platform is only 10, 11 months old. It's showing a lot of promise. It's like when you see that infant and she's walking faster than a normal 10-month-old. She's doing, she could do things better than a normal 10-month-old at her age. You're happy. Now, in contrast, let's just say you got a 40-year-old adult. Yeah, and a 40-year-old adult staggers in the room and he's drunk and he's like, yeah, but you're not happy that I'm walking. Yeah, you're a 40-year-old adult. You also are losing because you're a drunk, you steal VCRs and you scalp them on the internet. You do all types of crazy stuff. Get out of here. So again, the platform has made it very clear that at this point in time, they are not trying to be a 1v1 match versus an Xbox and a PlayStation all the way around. With that being said, for those that are value gamers, that are casual, that are looking for value, you can see something in these pro games. For hardcore gamers like myself that don't want to shell out a whole bunch of money to get great fidelity, great experiences, Stadia satisfies me. You know what I'm saying? You also got Amazon Luna coming. That's great. But again, that's hitting a subsector of gamers. They've said it themselves. It doesn't hit everything. Everybody has something to offer. And from the lane that I'm coming from, the hardcore gamer that's looking for them AAA, the AAA content, you know what I'm saying? And exclusive wise, like Boulder Gate, without having to shell thousands of dollars, I'm getting that from Stadia, and I may not be getting that everywhere, even at launch, without me having to pay $500. Like these consoles want you to pay $500-$600, whatever, with the insurance and everything. I don't need no insurance for Stadia. Ain't no box with it. But these consoles want you to pay $500-$600 for you to play 1080p 60, which you already get here. 4K 30, which you already get here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying those consoles are bad. I'm just saying there's pros and cons to all of these platforms. There's not a clear winner because the demographic of the gamer is different in different sectors. So for the demographic of gamer that wants a low barrier into gaming, they get good bargains in that vein, and they get their hands on AAA titles like a Sekiro or like a Marvel Day and Date with fantastic tech. Stadia's for you. And in the month of October, again, 6 new pro games. Risk of Rain 2 with exclusive content. Crowd Play coming 10-1, exclusive to the platform. Baldur's Gate, early October. Sekiro, later October. We don't know if this is it. This is why I adore Stadia Pro and its a la carte offerings. Hashtag options. All right, let's get into it, y'all. So first, let's talk about these 6 pro games, okay? We got Celeste, which is highly critically acclaimed. Human Fall Flat, no, it's 50-50. Some people love the physics, some people don't. Joden looks like a great game. I was looking to buy it. Now, Risk of Rain 2 is not a pro game, all right? And that's why it doesn't have the orange background. You got to buy that separately, but it's only $20. We'll get into that. Dead by Daylight, which is offering the crowd choice. I'm sorry, not crowd play, crowd choice. My apologies. Lara Croft, the Temple of Osiris. That's from what I understand, that's highly regarded. And then, of course, Super Hot Mind Control Delete. Wow, that's a bargain. And when you look at PlayStation Plus or games with gold, what they're giving you for your $10 opposed to what Stadia's giving you. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, we got to look at everything evenly. You got to compare this to games with gold and PlayStation Plus. You can't compare this to Game Pass because Game Pass is a different offering. When you look at what PlayStation Plus and what games with gold is giving you, and you get look. And here's another thing that we got to do too. We cannot compare. It's not fair to compare something like Pro to Game Pass when, number one, this is not a subscription model like a Game Pass. 2, the majority of gamers have Pro and Plus. They don't have Game Pass. Only less than a third of Xbox owners have Game Pass. So why are we comparing Stadia Pro to Game Pass when it's not its most saturated offering? Let's talk about Xbox's most saturated offering, which is Xbox Live Gold. When you compare this to Xbox Live Gold, when you compare this to PlayStation Plus, there is no competition here. There is no comparison. This is a way better bargain, period. And what people fail to realize is that, see, we want to, and the media has done this too. They want to compare this. They want to compare Stadia at its infancy to the Xbox One X. And Stadia did this to themselves earlier on. We get it with the 10.7 teraflops. They should have never done it. But that was 10 months ago. That was almost a year ago. They've changed their tune. So with that being said, people only want to focus on the Xbox One X or even the PlayStation 4 Pro. But the majority of consoles in the house are what? PlayStation 4 Slims and Xbox One S's. And in comparison to the majority of consoles that are in the majority of homes right now, Stadia blows them out of the water. And that is Stadia's true value proposition. And I get that Stadia didn't focus on that properly at first because they were trying to hit you with jazz and pizzazz to get you interested into investing in the ecosystem, and it's come back to bite them. But we are where we are now. And when you compare the $0 console to the offerings that are here now, Stadia blows it out of the water. It blows most of the consoles that are out there out of the water. It blows most of the subscription offerings, which is PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold, not Game Pass. It blows them out of the water. So we got to keep everything on an even kill. This is why I highlight this. Not because these are the AAA games of the century that takes down Game Pass. That's not what this is about. PlayStation Pro is going against the traditional and the most saturated model, which again is Xbox Live Gold and PlayStation Plus. We could talk about how big the Xbox One X is and Game Pass is. Xbox One X and Game Pass don't touch the saturation of most of the stuff that's out there. So we got to keep it on an even kill. All right. Hello, Monkey, Bippity Bop, Raider Guy. What's going on? What is going on? So we got to keep it a fair fight. I'm not going to sit there and put a middleweight in with a heavyweight. That's not fair. Again, Stadia's model is competing against the most highly saturated services out there and the most highly saturated consoles out there. And when it comes to both of those, Stadia gives you better offerings as far as performance and their Stadia Pro games versus PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold. I sound like a broken record, but I'll just end that there when I'm talking about these pro games to put everything in perspective. When people say, "Oh, but Game Pass," not an equivalent here, not an equivalent. And when we're making these equivalencies, we got to keep them balanced. All right. Next, Risk of Rain 2 with its exclusive content, its exclusive area. I forgot the name of it. And see, this ain't to be slept on, because let me see if I can find this. Risk of Rain 2 has a Metacritic of 85. Right now on PC, and it has a user score of 8.1. It's highly regarded everywhere. So this is a quality title that's only for $20. I'm buying it directly after this video. So me and Projekt Storm, I think there's co-op in this. So me and Projekt Storm can play together. Yeah, this online multiplayer. Me and Projekt Storm going, hop on this together. Stay tuned to his channel for this. I think we were going to do like a simul stream, but I think we just going to do my boy Projekt Storm a solid, because he got the best quality videos out there in the gaming streets. Don't tell him I said I don't want his head to get big, but he got the best. That's just between me and y'all. But anyway, we're going to do that after this video. So stay tuned for that, and definitely subscribe to Projekt Storm. If you haven't done that, you're doing yourself a disservice. That being said, this is a highly rated game. It's coming to Stadia. It's on Stadia now. I don't think it's on consoles now. I think it's just on PC. It's on Stadia now. It's there for only $20, and it's getting exclusive Stadia content. Eddie wants to join in too. Hey, yo, we'll do it, Eddie. We will do it. Big ups to Eddie, to the whole SSC podcast crew. We can definitely do that, bro. Romella Thomas, what's going on? What's good? But this is a quality title coming to the platform. You cannot overlook that. 85 meta, high user score, bada boom, bada bing, we in there. Now, next, we got Crowd Choice. I said Crowd Play, I was wrong. Crowd Choice is coming October 1st, the day after tomorrow. Crowd Choice is the exclusive Stadia version. I know there's a Twitch version out there. We ain't seen it yet. We ain't heard about it yet in no major detail. So I don't believe it until I see it. Chariot Man Gaming, what's going on? Ray Sherrod trying to sneak up in here with the eyeballs. Good to see you, my good friend. Now, we got Crowd Choice, not Crowd Play. Crowd Choice coming October 1st. That allows your viewers, and I know Eddie's going to dig this one. It allows your viewers to select different critical options in game for you. The way it's going to work in Baldur's Gate 3 when that drops is the dice rolls that are so integral to the game progression and how you interact in the game. Here, they get to select who the villain is or who the protagonist, whatever the case is, when it comes to Dead by Daylight. All right. And Dead by Daylight is one of them big time games. You know what I'm saying? That is great to stream. So when you get your streamers involved too, right? And this is a Stadia Pro game, man, you can get your streamer, you can get your viewers. So me and you all can walk out and do the Dead by Daylight. Y'all can pick the wrong person for me and watch me struggle. and just laugh y'all behinds off. You know what I'm saying? Put me in the worst situations and laugh y'all behinds off, man. You can't beat that, right? So, Piolo said, crowd choice is going to be popping. Yes. Yes. All right. The aforementioned Baldur's Gate. Don't forget, y'all. It wasn't in this announcement, but it's still coming in October. It's still coming. Okay? So, you got that. And that's going to be a big one. Then, I think you must have forgot. Sekiro is coming later in October. Right? And that may not be it, y'all. That might not be it. There might be more stuff coming that we don't know about. Remember, EA Games is supposed to be dropping. A whole bunch of other stuff is supposed to be happening, right? We don't know everything that's going on. So because of that, I think it's very important for us to look at everything on an even and a fair keel. Again, the reason why I'm excited about these pro games, not because they're going to take out Xbox Game Pass. No. As dope as Xbox Game Pass is shaping itself up to be, Xbox Game Pass ain't the service that got the most saturation. Stadia is not, and I know this is going to be controversial, but it is what it is. See, sometimes we got to get out of the jazz and pizzazz of things, and we got to look at the raw numbers. I had to do that earlier in changing my mind about what I thought about the Bethesda games being exclusive, and it's time for y'all to have y'all reckon and do the same. As much as it gets us, the 5% to hardcore all, frothy in the mouth and all excited, Game Pass is the least saturated sub-service out there. Or the model is. What is the highest saturated model? The PlayStation Plus and the Xbox Live model. People would just rather pay, at this moment, they would just rather pay $10, get their couple of free games a month, than they would rather pay an additional $5 and get gold. I mean, and not get gold, but get Game Pass. Think about that. If I got an Xbox, Game Pass is plastered everywhere. I know about it. I'm like, no, I'm cool. That's why the overwhelming majority of Xbox gamers have Xbox Live Gold. They have gold. Game Pass isn't new. It's been plastered all over their Xbox for the last 2, maybe 3 years. It's not new. But they say, no, I'm cool with my 2 or 3 games a month that I get from Gold or I get from PlayStation Plus. That's why Stadia started off going after that model. After they built their library, then they can do a subscription service. See, we got to get past all this water cooler talk. We get into this water. I know I'm a content creator too. I know the urge. We get into this water cooler talk. Oh yeah, they bought this. And we ain't crunching these numbers. Again, repeat after me. The highest saturated membership model is what? Xbox Live Gold, PlayStation Plus. A platform in its infancy stage is going to punch up. It's going to go for the top saturated ones. Then, as the other one with all the jazz and pizzazz starts to grow, then they can buck with that one. But I feel that Stadia smartly is going after the one with the highest saturation. Because they, at the end of the day, want the highest saturation. And they're not punching down. And that may sound called punching down. All of my favorite YouTubers said Game Pass is great. Well, your favorite YouTuber is not what's keeping Xbox Live sustained. What's keeping Xbox Live sustained is Xbox Live Gold at the moment. When Game Pass eclipses Gold, then we'll come back and have a part 2 to this video. And on that realm, the service that is sustaining Xbox Live Gold, on that realm, Stadia is giving you more in volume and more in quality offerings than what Xbox Live Gold is giving you. I hate to sound like a broken record, but sometimes I think we lose perspective as we're having these conversations. We're not looking at it from 5,000 feet and we're not crunching the numbers. But hopefully now, I think that everybody realizes why Stadia is focused on the way that it's focused the way that it is. Okay? So, with that being said, we love these games are coming in October. This is great news. This is great. This is even greater when you compound it with the simple fact that, hey, we still got Sekiro coming. We still got Baldur's Gate 3 coming, and we still don't know what else is coming. We're not even sure if this is it. This is a great month of October. September was a fantastic month with Marvel, NBA 2K, and those pro games that were offered. I can't wait. Risk of Rain, we're going to hop into that later, and we are going to enjoy this. So many games to play that I'm going to enjoy today. And that's it from your boy. Before I go, I want to say, hey, let me go shout out the chat. We got the homie Prelos. I know I'm killing that. I'm sorry, homie. Tell them again, I don't think they heard you. Why Stadia is doing what they doing. The number one subscription model, and look, I get it. Xbox's long-term goal is to have Game Pass be the B's G's. It's not the B's G's right now. So Stadia is trying to punch up to what is the BGs, which is PlayStation Plus, which honestly is making more money than Xbox Live Gold, which honestly is making more money than Xbox Game Pass. Now, once Xbox Game Pass starts to eclipse those models, which I have no doubt that it will at some point in time, then you'll start seeing Stadia continuing to punch up, and then I surmise you'll see their version. But right now, I believe they're doing the smart thing with, trying to contrast against the most highest saturated models, not trying to satisfy the water cooler talk, and numbers show that it's working. All right. Hell Monkey, hit the like button. I appreciate you, good brother. Eddie Player One said, drop them likes. I appreciate you, good brother. Romella Thomas, so you're going to play Dead by Daylight? Hell yeah. I got to give y'all a good laugh. Romella, I got to give y'all a good laugh. Y'all know, what's the saying? MM2K is trash at games. You know how they try to do me, bruh. All I know how to play is the Division 2 on Borderlands. Y'all know y'all go, hey, look, y'all make me the villain and I can't kill nobody. Y'all know we're going to have some good chuckles. So definitely we'll be doing some Dead by Daylight. The homie Charles Duran said, hey, Chariot Man Gaming. He said, yup, Eddie, which is insane. The homie Chase says, that said, they are the best comparisons. He also says, I think that one thing that is important in context, though, is PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold are required for online multiplayer. I'm not quite sure what you're trying to hit there, Chase. Yeah, yeah, that's fine, but it's the model. And Stadia Pro is required for you to have the free to play access. Okay, you know what I mean, and that's the model they're following. There is a specific need that you have with that model, and that's why they're doing it. So, and PlayStation Plus is not a requirement for free-to-play games, which are the top play games on both consoles. Just to keep that in mind. You don't need PlayStation Plus. Well, you do for Xbox Live Gold. I'm sorry. You don't need PlayStation Plus to play free-to-play games. And all the free-to-play games are the ones that top PlayStation Plus. You need Xbox Live Gold for everything if you want to play multiplayer. But with that being said, why wouldn't I just pay an additional $5? You see what I'm saying, Chase? I get the context of what you're saying, but for an additional $5, I get this plethora of games. I get everything that I get with Xbox Live Gold. And you know what I'm saying? And plus, just for an additional $5, I don't want to do it for an additional $5. See, there's more to the story than just that. It's more to the story than just the requirement. If people really cherished what Xbox Game Pass was offering the way that we the hardcore do, they would say for an extra $5 a month that you're giving me all this. Oh, hell yeah, sign me up. But they're still not doing that. but they're not doing that. So because they're not doing that, it's still, once those Bethesda games drop, though, Chase, it, will be of value to the majority of gamers. But it's not right now, and that's why I believe Stadia Pro is punching up with versus Xbox Live Gold and PlayStation Plus. Who else we got in here? We got Alakazam in the house. We got everybody in there. Seven, where you been at, good brother? Where you been? Good to see Seven in the house. Raider Guy 87. Consigno. Anybody still in VCRs to sell? They're getting busted. They be in the house for too long trying to find that VCR. Laugh out loud. Keith McDermott, how you doing, my good friend? Raph Gaming in the house. Raph and Stadia Crumpus. Hey, man, I'm glad y'all all came by. It's time for me to hook up with Storm, and then we're going to reach out to Eddie, and we're going to play some Risk of Rain 2. I believe that's co-op. We're going to do it. I know Storm is going to stream it, and we'll take it from there. So with that said, I want to thank all of y'all, man. We got up to like 45 or something like that, man. I want to thank all of y'all for coming through to watch this video. But again, crazy month in October. Let's do it again, man. Let's do it again. Let's look at that crazy month in October, man. 6 new pro games. Risk of Rain 2. Crowd Play coming October 1st. Baldur's Gate 3, early October. Sekiro, later in the month. And that may not be it. Why I adore Stadia Pro and its a la carte options. That said, appreciate all of y'all for coming through. You have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.
Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Oh, I'm not sorry.